Okay, now you're ready to take the plunge and get your site ready. A lot of money is going to be going out the door, so even though you want to be thorough, you also want this part to progress as quickly as possible. Site preparation actually is going to consist of 4 tasks that are all going on at the same time. One task is obtaining your permit. You should be well acquainted with the regulations from your regulating agency. This will take months. Good chance it'll take a year. It will include a public notice period. So for this, you want to keep your communication open with your regulating agency. Get them everything they need so it doesn't delay any further than it already will. Okay, the construction of the build out of your physical plant. We'll talk about a few things with that in a moment, but of course this is things like grading, surfaces, fencing. Do as much of this as you can on your own, but you'll probably have to pay someone to do a good bit of it. And yeah, acquire your equipment. Used is the way to go to save some money, but you got to be careful. If you know a mechanic or are a mechanic, you want to check it out ahead of time. Couple good sources for this are govdeals.com, equipmenttrader.com. You might even find something worthwhile on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. And stockpile your high carbon feedstocks like leaves and your bulking agent for the air to percolate. Good chance that's wood chips. The surface where you accumulate your high carbon feedstock, your bulking agent, and the surface where you carry out your curing stage could well be done on compacted shale or even unprepared bare ground. But I really recommend, and your regulations may require that you do the mixing of the fresh food residuals and the initial processing of that material on concrete or asphalt. Notice also that we're under cover here. Before I had this cover, I tried to control the moisture with tarps, but that was a real pain. Too dry, too wet. I find it's better to do it under cover, expensive though it was to get up there, and then collect water and re-wet as necessary. My initial processing pad is on a 2% slope. So if there are any liquids that were to come out of the material, again, this is new material that is not yet sanitized by high temperatures. You're gonna want something to collect that liquid. I've got a trough at the end here, and it feeds down to this pipe, and it goes underground over here to a tank, right? So it isn't released into the environment, and I can measure how many gallons are in there with a pole, and whenever it starts to get a little bit full, I open that up and I pump it out, not onto a batch that's in process, but onto new material. Okay, when you prepare your roadways on your site, you're gonna want them to be wide enough. On straight sections, you want them to be 15 feet of good, solid stone or shale compacted material. And then on curves, here we're on a little bit of a curve going up, it's good to go ahead and have maybe, 20 feet, and then plus the shoulder, so that any kind of truck, even semis, can get in and out. Okay, I want to mention a few things about how wide your gate opening needs to be. This width here is fine for most vehicles, even dump trucks and leaf trucks. It's about 23 to 24 feet wide. However, there's a good chance that at some point, either bringing material or construction materials in, you're going to need a semi to come in and out, and they will struggle with, and they might even damage the gate coming in or out. So I recommend that you think ahead, unlike me, and you at least have the option of getting to 30 feet, which I now have. I just open this part of it, it swings all the way open, and I take out this pole. Once more, I want to emphasize that although you want to be thorough, in this stage, you want to be quick. So limit your delays as much as possible. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you on the next step.